welcome to the Northland. So I know you're just dying to see those horsepower numbers, aren't you? Patience, patience. It's coming. Trust me. I promise. It'll be here. But I wanted to cover something first. As a hint, depending on which method or which formula you use, we're making about as much horsepower, give or take, as a 2020 Shelby GT350. According to Ford, their numbers, horsepower number at the crank is 526, which I'll show right here. Okay, so if we do the math using this formula, okay, so 1.014 times the horsepower, 526, brings us to 533 and change base horsepower. Multiply that by 0.85 to take in account for a 15% loss of power through the transmission, driveline, axle, and so on. Brings us to 453 horsepower at the wheels. Now for the big reveal. I want to let you know that don't get confused on the graph. The graph with the 4 lines on it is going to be the new dyno run compared to the old dyno run. The 412 is the base number and 466 is the new number. So I'm going to put them up right now. So here they are, side by side, and I am very pleased with this number, 466 horsepower, and what is that, 412 foot-pounds of torque. Some of you were very close on your guesses. If I remember correctly, going back and looking at the comments, I think Charles was the closest. You just about nailed it. So I argue that, in my mind anyway, I'm making as much horsepower as a Shelby GT350. Now, it makes me very happy because before I bought this car, I had considered buying a Shelby GT350, and there was 2 reasons why I didn't. One is the manual, and I love manual transmissions. Nothing wrong with them. My issue with them is I have some bad knees, and I didn't ever want to get to a point in my life where I wanted to drive the car but physically couldn't. The other reason is that according to at least the insurance company I had at the time, it was going to cost me $150 more per month for the Shelby. So I figured I'm going to save that money and I'll use it to put mods in, and in due time I'll make as much horsepower or more than the Shelby. It took me a little bit longer to get there, obviously, than just picking it up at the dealership, but here I am. So I am very happy that I went the route that I did. Again, even Danny at DB Performance was very impressed. In fact, I believe he even told me that that was the most horsepower gains he had seen with just a cold air intake and an E85 tune. So on a naturally aspirated engine. So I'm very happy. I'm over the moon about this. I mean, I was hoping. In fact, initially when I had installed the tune and put E85 in the car, and I pulled away from the gas station as soon as I got on the highway and gave it some gas, I could tell a difference, a big difference. And my butt was telling me 50 horsepower. And so as you can see, 54 horsepower gain. I couldn't have asked for better results. So, again, I got to thank Steeda for that, because they they hit it out of the park. And again, thank you to DB Performance and Danny for coming. I know they didn't actually have anything to do with the numbers per se, but he got what he could out of it, and so I'm extremely thankful to them. All right, this will be a short one, so make sure you smash that like and subscribe. Even if you didn't like the video, I'd appreciate it if you smash that like button with whatever you have handy. Make sure you hit that little bell at the bottom after you hit subscribe. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Share it with somebody you think may have an interest, and sharing is caring, so even if you don't think they'll have an interest, share it with them anyway. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.